Hi everybody, welcome to the staff room. It's forecast time, and quite frankly the staff room is a place where you don't see too many teachers around report card time. And report cards are what I wanted to connect with you about. So parents, those were sent out last Friday. I hope you had a chance to look at them. There are a few reasons for which report cards in the middle of the semester are important. So the first thing is that we of course hope students get meaningful feedback. There's information about their grade, of course, their learning skills, and there are comments made by the teachers. I hope you spend a lot of time looking at those and talking about those because they take a little bit of time to put together. Parents, we of course hope you look at them and use report cards as an opportunity to start in dialogue with your son or daughter about his or her learning. We're also hoping that you take opportunity this week, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, if you haven't signed up yet, you still can, for learning conferences with the teachers. We encourage you to come, bring your son or daughter, and have some conversations with teachers that help the learning process. So they're critical that we are together in conversations about learning because it always helps with the learning of our students. One last point about report cards. Let's try not to put too much weight on the midterm. It's probably in the end 40% or even less than 40% of the final grade. It's an indicator of how they're doing and a good impetus for conversation, so we invite you into that. Second thing I want to talk to you about today is the GraceWorks survey. Do you remember last spring when we asked, well, we even begged for you to take this survey because we were investing in it so that it would give us a lot of meaningful feedback. We're going through reams and reams of data right now, and it's going to take some time, but there were some things that bubbled up that I thought I'd share with you now as a way to whet your appetite for what might be coming. So I'm going to list 5 things that were really positive indicators from this GraceWorks survey. So first, our respondents, and there were hundreds of them, including students, parents, and a whole bunch of others. One thing that was very frequently said is that our school does a great job of Christian worldview development. That's important to us, and we're glad we heard that. Second thing we heard a lot of is that students feel accepted by their peers at this school. You know we're not perfect, but it's really encouraging for this belonging place to hear that students do feel that sense of belonging. A third thing that bubbled up was the amount of individual attention that students feel they get or parents feel that their students get from teachers. A fourth would be high academic standards for students. We always want to maintain those. We are a school first and foremost, and we pursue success for our students, so we want the academic standards to be high. And the fifth thing to highlight is that this is considered by our students and parents and others to be a safe learning environment. We kind of hoped that those would be true and that people would say that about us, but those are things that are certainly being said and often said about us. In 2 weeks' time, we hope to give you a whole lot more information about the results from that GraceWorks survey. The last thing I want to note to you is Grade 8 Day is coming. Initially it was scheduled a week earlier, but it is November 14, Wednesday. We've sent word out far and wide, but we're hoping that you, parents, with the connections you have in your communities, that you make sure with us that anybody who's grade 8 age who could be blessed by an education here finds out about that day and is cordially invited to join us. So we'll see you in 2 weeks' time. I wish you a blessed November.